Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 13 of this NHL 20 Canadian Cup Challenge with the Halifax Highlanders. Just before we jump into this video, if you guys are new to the channel and haven't yet, please make sure you go down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and do all that good stuff because it really helps the channel out a lot. But anyways, let's jump into the video. So guys, for those of you who missed last episode, go up into the top corner of the video right now. I guess it'll be up in that top corner up there. It will send you to a link of the entire playlist so you can watch everything you've missed and just see where the Highlanders are at this point. So last episode, we really did kind of turn into a dynasty here as we won 4 Stanley Cups in a row, beating the Chicago Blackhawks in just 5 games there. And as you can see, yeah, this team's been pretty damn strong over the last couple of seasons here. 4 Stanley Cups in the last 5 years. We've got a handful of, different trophy winners here. Jamie Barker's won an Art Ross, as well as a Hart a couple times. I don't think we've had any defensemen really winning awards here, which is strange, but a couple of Calders there with Bryson Wheeler, Bedard, and Perfetti. Lafreniere's won, 2 Conn Smites now, which is crazy. No goalie awards for our team either yet. And then besides that, I want to say, Barker's won a Ted Lindsay or 2 Ted Lindsays, as well as, a Rocket there. And Connor Bedard's actually won 2 Rocket trophies in a row now, which is crazy. It's just crazy based on how good this team is. But today we are jumping into the 2027 NHL Entry Draft here, and we are going to have to be making some moves here, obviously, as our contract situation is just a little bit too delicate right now. We've got a few too many big contracts here to really get things going. So right now, by the looks of it, we do have just enough money to sign Harrison O'Brien up to his final extension here, really, which is, going to be pricey. There's no question about that. It's going to be an expensive deal here for O'Brien, but for just $12.5 million, it's actually going to be less than that because of the rule of 85. So $12.5 million times 85% is about $10.5 million. It's 10.55, but still, that's a really, really good deal. So, that's 11. Sorry. So yeah, this is going to be a good deal for us. We're going to offer him 10.75 for 8 years there. And if he actually signs this, that would be like one of those steal kind of contracts of the video where it's like, the other 2 huge deals we got were at the moment Barker and Byfield for under $9 million each. Those deals were definitely worth it. We are going to have to make a trade here just to clear up the space for Bryson Wheeler to jump into the lineup. Brendan Othman, just is the odd man out here based on the fact that he doesn't fit the system nearly as well as he could. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player. 99 defensive and offensive awareness is something that you don't see very often in a sniper, and he has that, which is crazy. But we do kind of need to move on from him here, as we do have a lot of other expiring type contracts here that are going to be, a little bit expensive. They're not going to be ridiculous, but they are going to cost us some money still, especially a guy like Carson Lambos. He's going to be one of those deals that, is a little more expensive. For goalies, looks like Comrie's kind of calling it quits here with our team, as, Pascal Brisebois is going to be up in the team this upcoming season, which is good. That's something that we do want to move forward with. And besides that, just a couple smaller contracts here to start off with these guys like Gunther and Del Maestro and Mercier. Those guys aren't going to be ridiculously expensive, but it was just really the Harrison O'Brien deal that I wanted to get done before the draft. Now, guys, I'm going to pull up some statistics here for you from the New York Islanders dynasty back in the 80s. So yeah, they won 4 Stanley Cups, 4 consecutive Stanley Cups, like the Highlanders just did. We've got the Islanders and the Highlanders. That is confusing as hell. Anyways, They were able to win 4 consecutive Stanley Cups between 1980 and 1983, the 7th of 8 dynasties recognized by the NHL, and their 19 consecutive playoff series wins between 1980 and 1984 is a feat that remains unparalleled in the history of the professional sport. There you go. So 19 playoff series wins in a row. That's crazy. Let's see where our team's at right now and where we have to be to beat that. At this point, we have won 16 in a row. So that means we're going to have to go out and win at least 3 more series to tie their record. And to beat it, we're going to have to win another Stanley Cup, which, is doable. But it's also going to be a very difficult feat to achieve here. So we are about to begin the draft here. We just need to advance to it, obviously. And, okay, Harrison O'Brien does sign that contract, I believe. Did he not? I think we just got Harrison O'Brien for $10.7 million. Yes, we did. Beautiful. So that is a steal of a deal for the next quite some time here. There's a lot of seasons here still to go. But, yeah, we don't have enough cap space to really throw out too many other offers. $2.8 million? Okay. If we do rule of 85 on this, I hope he'll sign it. 2.44, so $2.5 million about. That would actually be a really good deal for Landon McCallum for the next 3 seasons, just based on the fact that he is, a depth player in this system, but he's still really, really good. So, once we get Othman traded at the draft, which is going to happen, once we get Othman traded, nice, okay, so we did get McCallum. They all want to stay with us because we are winning so many cups, but there is your draft lottery. Dallas moves up 9 picks, New Jersey moves up 1, the Rangers move up 3, LA and Washington stay in the top 5, but both drop down 3 spots. That's got to hurt. Dallas gets the 12th pick with Edmonton's pick there, and that is it. All right, so going and looking at the draft class, guys, I haven't really shown you too much here. There's a defenseman at the top of the draft, but he's not the guy we are interested in. We are looking at this player here in Jackson Okposo. I know that he's not the best system fit for our team, but I am more than expecting him to be an offensive defenseman at that size, 5'9", 180 pounds. He was able to put up decent points in the WHL still, and really at this kind of play and skill level, this is the guy that we want to trade for Othman. Toss him on the bottom pairing alongside a guy like, it's going to be a defensive defenseman, so I want to say Gilbert Mercier. That's who I'm assuming we're going to toss him with, but yeah, no, Okposo would be a very nice pickup if we could get him there at pick number 5 or before then. So we are going to be trading up into the top 5 most likely for this draft. So yet again, we will have another top end kind of pick. We're going to take a look at retiring players here first and just see, who's retiring. Patty Kane. That's a pretty big name, I have to say. Patrick Kane is one of, the best players in the NHL still in real life. And, lots of guys with over 1,000 points here. Pietrangelo retires in Ottawa with 875. That's crazy. Or 874, sorry, for points. That's still, he beat out Jordan Eberle in his career. Drew Doughty retires there too. I'm sure he was, he was ready to call it quits. But, Matt Duchene could have kept playing. Same with Johnny Tavares. Jeez, buddy. Lots of guys could have kept playing here, but lots of great point, producers here. That's crazy. The goalies, Bernier, Allen, Koskinen, Nielsen. Okay, so yeah, not as big name goalies, but still very good retiree class overall. So we are going to continue simming here. I'm not going to do any of the, whatever you want to call it, the scouting or whatever. But we have Columbus's pick this year, which is actually a really good thing. Brendan Othman is one of our highest valued players, just based on the fact that he still has so many years left on his contract there with 5 seasons. I think our most valuable player to this team is actually Connor Bedard, based on the fact that he's a franchise winger, has like 8 seasons left still on his contract, and this Blue Jackets pick is ranked at like pick number 25 or 27 or something like that. So that's good. We're not gonna throw anything crazy up on the trade block just to get teams thinking like, oh, these guys are gonna make a huge trade. No, but we are gonna make a big trade. We just have to play our cards right here. So I would assume Weeks is going to be in our AHL system for 1 season here, unless he can shoot up like crazy, which I mean he should be, because he scored 60 points in just 64 games as a defenseman. But all right, we don't need to do anything else here on the trade block. We just need to actually get to the draft now. So the biggest event of the day here, guys, is going to be Brennan Othman getting traded here, which is going to be unfortunate, but it has to happen at the same time because otherwise we just don't get anywhere. But before we jump into the draft, let's get to some comments quickly. So first comment here for the video comes from Jared Sorhando saying first, and I know it will be a good video. Thank you, Jared. I love the support. The next comment here came from Blake E saying great video as normal. Thank you again for the support. Limebot said love this series. And then the hockey analyst had one insightful comment here saying, I suggest you trade Othman for a top 5 pick in this year's draft. Even though he has been great for the Highlanders, it is time for Wheeler to take over on the second line sniper on your team. If none in the top 5 that are Canadian-born players that fit your system that well, I suggest you trying to acquire a stud of a defenseman that is in his 20s, acquire another really good top 4 defenseman, and like a third line sniper, since you will have a hole in your lineup unless one of those guys from the AHL teams really goes up. Great video, Etanyos. Keep up the great work. It's been a hectic yet fun series with the Highlanders. Thank you so much, Nikita there, the hockey analyst. That is what makes this series run, is that agreement and, you know, the plan of what we're going to do with this team moving forward. But let's get into the 27 NHL Entry Draft. So anybody want to trade their pick? Nobody in the top 5, so now we're going to force a deal, and this is going to be difficult. So, where's our pick? It's pick number 27. Okay, so not too bad. We kind of screwed Philly with our pick, but that's fine. So, I'm thinking pick 4 to LA, maybe. I'm trying to determine exactly where we're going to land this. So, we do want Okposo. He's ranked at number 4, so I'm going to trade for pick number 4 if we can. I know he probably isn't the best player in the draft, but that's okay. So we're going to try Othman for this pick, and then I want something else in return too. Obviously, you know, giving these guys Brennan Othman is going to really kind of just stack their team for the future here. I can't believe how well this guy's turned out. Mikhail Savage, jeez. They've actually landed a lot of good prospects. This team should be able to win here fairly soon, just based on the fact that they have such good players. That's crazy. Sinziger is a 2-way forward. That's insane. Okay, so can we grab their 4th overall pick plus their 1st next year? That's not going to go through. Yeah, but I can exchange. I don't need the 27th pick. There's actually a lot of picks I really don't need. I don't need pick 27. And I don't need, like, some of these later picks either. We can go, like, pick 192 and 160. Send those over as well. LA should take this. It's a good enough deal. And we get some really nice pieces back in return, too. So let's see what happens here. Still rejected, too far off the table. It's that second first-round pick that they don't want to give up. I can give up our second-rounder next year. And if they take that, then that's a good deal still. No. Wow, okay. So they are really playing hardball here. I can do a first-rounder in 2029. Wow, you really have to make it worth it. So we'll remove pick 192. And we will instead toss in our second-rounder in 2028. That is a lot to give up. But we are getting 2 first-round picks back. No, it's a bit low for us. You guys have got to be kidding me, man. Look at the value that we are providing in return. This is a factor that NHL needs to fix. is the part where the game literally just rejects every single trade offer, no matter how lopsided the value is. Like, that needs to get fixed. Rookie goalies don't really have too much value there. We could look to trade a guy like... I don't want to trade Gale Daly. There's a lot of guys I don't want to trade. Okay, let's try a guy like Brain here, just because he's a weird name. But let's see if that gets the deal done. Still rejected. My goodness. What a team we are dealing with here. I've never seen such a rude professional organization there. Jeez. So Venkateshan goes number 1. He's only 80 overall, so that's not great. You know what? Let's go offer like the exact same deal to the Rangers. See if they want to take a slightly more or a slightly bigger risk here, and you know, maybe actually get, you know, a prospect that can help them win sooner rather than later. So for those 2 picks, we'll go 27th pick, pick 192, 160, our first rounder in 2029, and please tell me they want Brendan Othman. No, they do not. Good. This is going to be so difficult now. That should go through. The value's lopsided, but it's not going to, of course. I love this game. Okay. So, who does New Jersey take second? They take Hervin in there. Okay, we're going to try one more time with LA, but instead of asking for their first rounder next year, we're going to try to grab their second rounder next year. And they don't have a second rounder next year. That's annoying. I want some big value in return here. So I can go Columbus's pick for the next 2 years with Othman. Like, if you don't take that, you're insane. Because they even want Brendan Othman. Like, that should go through. And it doesn't, which is absolutely insane. But I'd rather have LA's pick than Columbus's pick. And then on top of that, I can toss on these 2 4th and 5th rounders. You don't take that. Like, come on. Oh my god. This game is just ridiculous sometimes, man. Give him a 3rd rounder in 2028. Come on. I did sweeten the value just a touch. You're insane. You get a 2nd rounder in 2029 then, because I'm not giving any more value than that. Thank you, LA. Took them long enough, but we finally get that deal done. That was ridiculous. Okay. So, yeah, we do trade away Brendan Othman. It's a sad day, but it had to happen. See, and Habsheed goes number 3 there, so I'm kind of glad that we did trade up to try and take Jackson Okposo, because I do assume he's going to be the better defender here, and he turns out to be 77 rated offensive defenseman. Not too shabby, if I do say so, for a 4th overall pick. He's going to be nice for sure. All right, so Washington absolutely butchers their pick, and so does Montreal, and all of a sudden, Tara Vinen at pick number 7 is a Anaheim Duck. That was pretty bad. Yikes. Yikes, bro. Just yikes. Alright, guys, so just looking through at all my pin players here, there's only a handful of guys that I think we really need to go for, and they aren't going to be Gallant or Fortier or even Pojar, I believe is how you say it, or Poyar. Anyways, the guys that we are going to be selecting here for our next couple picks are going to be Nichols, Lowry, Paradis, and Guerra. And I think that's going to be it. So we are going to have a couple picks to just trade away here. I don't know where we're going to send them, honestly. I don't really care. It's just that we need to get rid of picks 128, 160, and 192 and send them to a team that wants them. A lot of teams do. So let's try to get, I don't know, like just some kind of pick in return. I want to trade them to more of like a hopeful or like even rebuilder kind of team. You know what, let's trade them to the Capitals, who just need the picks more. And in exchange, we will grab like their Oh wait, this is Winnipeg. What? I meant to be on Washington. In exchange, we'll just grab like their 4th and 5th rounder next year, and that should go through. Rejected, too far off. Okay, how about just the 4th? Or let's go, okay, yeah, just the 4th rounder. That's fine. I kind of hit the button by accident there, but that's fine. So, we are going over to pick number 56 now. We're going to see who gets picked here that's, you know, a decent player in between our 2 picks. Christie looks like a nice defenseman. Wayne Christie. Besides that, 73 rated Fernandez, 55 rated Dryden. Fernandez is definitely one of the nicest picks there. And then for the rest of the first round, we didn't get to see too many picks. Wisniewski's elite. Fedorov's elite. That is interesting for sure. Raffle, high rated defenseman. Same with Guit. Eklund was not bad either. There's a lot of just really good players in here. My goodness, this is a strong draft overall. So, for our next pick here, we are going to be going off the board a little bit, going for this guy that we have been targeting for a little while anyways. Goes by the name of Nichols, and he is a defenseman, 5'10", 182, 18-year-old. I assume he's going to be offensive, and that he is. He's a low top 4, 63 rated. Not bad, but not great either, to be completely honest. Oh well. So for our next pick here, we're over at pick number 64. It's the end of the second round, so all these picks in between, you know, they're all top 9s by the looks of it, or yeah, they weren't really great picks overall, so I'm happy with what we got. And then for our next pick, we are going off the board by quite a ways over into the 90s. And we're going to take Bernard Paradis here, a left wing, probably 2-way forward, might be a playmaker. And he was, you know, advertised as low elite potential. I doubt he actually had that. Low top 6 instead, and he's actually a sniper. Okay, so interesting handedness there for that side, but okay, I can see it'll work. 24 goals, 24 assists, not too bad for an 18-year-old playing in the queue, so can't complain on that pick. That's also a pretty nice pick overall. All right, so I think I did actually see there was like an elite player here at the beginning of the second round. Yeah, it was Dryden. So over to pick number 96 now. Boyd is a very nice pick there. Don Boyd, he sounds like he's more American, but a nice pick there by Vegas for sure. Dundas was an elite as well. Wow, these are nice picks. I'm not going to lie. These teams are actually doing pretty good. High elite Greiba. We were guessing on him. I didn't think he was going to turn out to be anything. Berglund was nice as well. Not a lot of Canadian options in the draft, though, so that's why we're going to take Ray Lowry here. Hope that he turns out to be something, and he is probably a medium top 9 forward, and he is elite. Let's go. Ray Lowry at just 55 overall at 20 years old, you know, is possibly going to become a steal in this draft, but it's unlikely. But still, that's a nice potential pick anyways for our team. I'm not complaining at all. So I gotta say, guys, it's a pretty rare occurrence that we actually draft more than one elite player in the draft. We're going all the way over to the last pick of this draft now. But the last time we actually landed 2 or more medium elite potential players in the same draft was actually the 2020 draft, when we landed Perfetti, Lafreniere, and Byfield all in the same draft. That was a crazy year. I did see one elite in here. Low elite in Anderson. Okay, Stefan Anderson's looking like a nice player there. Nothing else really in round 6. Round 5, sees just about nobody get picked. Yikes. That was a pretty bad round. What about round 4 here? There's at least one elite in here. Oh yeah, Brodziak. Nice. Nice pick for the Rangers there. And Mathot is in there. Another elite there in Svedberg. Wow, the Rangers really killed it in round 4. That's crazy. They not only land Svedberg, but they also managed to pick up, what was the other guy's name here? Oh my god. Whoa, wow. Wow. Sergei Korolyuk. Philadelphia, nice pick, but they managed to pick up Brodziak as well. I love how I'm sitting there like, oh, look at Brodziak, look at Brad. And Korolyuk sitting right beside him as a freaking 67 rated 4th round two-way defenseman. Like, what? But anyways, for our last pick here now, we are going to be taking a guy way the hell off the board, just based on the fact that we scouted him a bit. He has some potential, and we are going to go with Collin Guerra, 20-year-old, probably two-way forward or grinder. And he is a low top 9 grinder by the looks of it, so not terrible. Not a great draft overall, but Okposo and Lowry, both have potential to really impact this team in the long run. So yeah, overall I'm happy with picking up Okposo, making that exchange Okposo for Othman. I think it was the right move, and what's his name? Okposo is going to be able to slot in with not Guerra, slot in with Gilbert Mercier on the bottom pairing for our team, which is very good in the long run. We do have an associate coach expiring there. We'll sign him up. Got a couple scouts we got to offer contracts to, and then one more there in Chung. Okay, so that's all our contracts. See, so we got Lambos, Bilius, couple big name RFAs, but we do actually have the money to sign them now, thanks to that Othman deal. Looks like, wow, lots of guys really crushing it here for our team. This is insane how good some of these guys are. But here we go, Carson Lambos. He wants, oh, that's a lot of money. Let's go try sign him till he's 30. He wants 7.34 million. Interesting. Okay, so that's a $6.2 million contract. 2.5 actually. So 6 years at 6.25 is honestly a really good top 4 price. Still for Lambos, I would be incredibly happy if he signs that. Lawson Crouse still wants a deal. Honestly, he's really not got too much of a spot left in this team at this point, which is sad, but well, 2.24 for Mercier is honestly a really good price. Until he's 30 would be 3.5, but with the rule of 85, that would honestly be only $3 million. I know $3 million seems a little expensive for a lower end kind of defenseman, but for 7 seasons, it's worth it, I think. Del Mastro is gonna be cheap. That's a good contract there. Venkateshan has not gotten his entry level yet, so we'll definitely give him that. Paquette, I want to say, is done. He doesn't fit our team at all. He's pretty bad for that, so Isaac Enright will definitely sign for 2 seasons. Besides that, see, Sturback, I want to sign, but I know he's just going to go back to the OHL or WHL or whatever it is. It's the WHL, I believe. Sturback's in the dub, right? No, I think he's in the Q actually. 59 points. That's pretty damn good. So Okposo we are gonna bring up to play with the team this season. He's gonna be in the NHL. Taylor Lyer there we can sign. I think I want Chartier, but not Dauphine. Actually, no, other way around. I think. Let me just check how many centers we even have. Okay, so we go 1, 2, Perfetti doesn't count, 3, 4, and then we get down to Paquette, who, again, I don't care about. We have Daly. Fonstad I want to re-sign because he's younger. We have Vierling, Ryan. Like, we have enough centers. But I am going to go out and sign Rourke Chartier anyways, just for 1 season. As far as our left wingers go, see, we're going to have Perfetti playing the left wing for this upcoming season, so having those 2 guys where they're at is honestly good. We don't even need to sign Lawson Crouse because he's going to be more expensive. After that, I don't want to sign any of those guys yet. How much is Kroos? Yeah, I see he's $3 million, which is a little expensive for us right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait, who else did we have playing? See, actually, that's where, right there, that's where we could toss in, that's where we could toss in Lawson Kroos into the lineup, is on like the right wing possibly instead. The defense is, you could say it's in shambles. It really isn't. It's in pretty good shape overall. And, Murray Weeks is going to be coming up to the AHL this upcoming season, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. We got Reeves here is on an expiring deal. We will sign him up too. And I think that's it for that. After those contracts, I would say we go with Bilius here again. Actually, I think Boston Bilus's days are done here. As he's just been hanging around for so long. We could have him play backup. We could have him play backup to Lennox. But I do want to sign this Boyce guy as well. Gary Boyce. And yeah, then Comrie doesn't want a contract, so we don't have to worry about that. And I am going to go back and offer Kroos that contract for 2 years. I'm going to go 2 years at $3 million and hope that he signs that, because that's still a really good deal overall. Let's actually just stay on the contracts page, go and see who are all the expiring deals. Let's advance a day and see who signs. So obviously, we are very interested in trying to get Carson Lambos back in the team. Looks like Okposo has signed for us for sure. All these are just scouts right now. Come on, I want to see my players. So Okposo signs. Kroos rejects. Awesome. Boyce signs. Taylor Lyer signs. Gilbert Mercier signs. There doesn't sign. That's not great. Chartier signs. Reeves signs. Del Mastro signs. Enright signs. Gunther signs. Fonstad signs. Lambos rejects. Venkateshan signs. Billis signs. Allen signs. Okay, so the only names that we didn't get were like our big name players that are actually going to be in the NHL. So that's not great. So Lambos wants a 4-year deal, which, we can do. We can do a 4-year deal for him. But he's only going to be getting paid $5.7 million. For those next 4 seasons. Lawson Kroos, 2 years. We can offer him 3.25. That's not too bad. And Gilbert Mercier only wanted 2 seasons. So he's going to get paid like nothing. $2.1 million. It could honestly be 2.05. Yeah, that's how much we could pay him for 2 years. And then besides that, Jack Quinn we might re-sign just because. And then everybody else I'm not exactly keen on signing here. Actually, Brain we probably should sign. What's his name? Gustavo? Yeah, Gustavo Brain. Like, what is that name? Anyways, let's advance. See what happens here. And Kroos rejects again. I love it. Mercier rejects again. Brain signs. Quinn signs. And Lambos rejects again. Okay, so we got $10.92 million. We can offer all these guys exactly what they want. I'm not offering Lambos more than a $6.25 million contract, though. Kroos, I'm going to drop $3.5 million for a single season on him, see what he says about that. And then 2.5 for Mercier is not too bad. So that's got to go. All those contracts have got to go through. And looks like, yep, Kroos signs, Mercier signs, Lambos signs. All right, so we were trying to play hardball. They weren't taking it, so we said, fine, we'll give in. And there you go. We get all our players signed with $1.4 million in cap space to spare. So now we sim to free agency. Really, we don't have too much interest in free agency in general. We just simply don't need to sign anybody, right? So, yeah, our team's honestly in really good shape right now. We definitely do want to have our own picks up on the block if possible. So, like, 2029 first rounder, get that up there. Besides that, see, Lowry's got ridiculous value already just because he's an elite player. But if you guys can hear, like, there's a helicopter kind of noise outside. There is a helicopter across our property blowing off cherry trees right now because we got enough rain that, you know, all the cherry growers are freaking out. Anyways, Brisebois is up to an 81. Let's go. Oh, this team's going to be sexy. So, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun season coming up. I think that we can, you know, do a 5-peat here, which is crazy. Looking at the free agents, you know, Taylor Hall's in there, but we obviously don't have the money to go for a sign-in like that. Overall, what's the potentials looking like? Ooh, who's this guy? Avery May. He is from Denmark. Interesting. But, you know, could be a potentially good prospect still. West I've never heard of. Ronald West. Yeah, he's Swiss, I believe. So, yeah, I don't think we really need to make too many signings here. I think our team is just fine the way they are right now. No crazy goalies, obviously. You know, like, there are certain goalies that are good here, but we don't need a Thatcher Demko or anything. Well, Demko's American. I keep forgetting that he is, but I think our team is, like, pretty much ready to go here. Let's just take a quick look at the progress reports here. See how the team's shaping up. And really, there's not too many changes we even have to make anymore. I do want to get Alexandre Bouchard as well as Jackson Okposo up into the team this year, just so that they do grow properly. So I think we're just going to sim to the next season, guys. I literally have nothing to do here in free agency. And let's see how our team's looking for next season. All right, so heading into the next season, guys, 98% of our tickets sold for the Highlanders. Obviously, this is the most exciting team to watch in the NHL. 4 Stanley Cups in a row. Everybody's, you know, freaking out about how good they are. So we need to finish first in our division. Team store needs an upgrade. Club seats need an upgrade. 32 sellouts to establish home ice out of 41 games on home ice. Jeez. All right, guys. So I definitely have some roster fixes to do before I actually show you the team. So let's just talk these roster fixes nice and quick. First thing going on here is that we do need to improve the defense a little bit in the AHL. So that's going to see guys like Samuel Morin and Derek Pouliot get bounced down to that lineup versus a guy like Kyle Jackson Okposo. Kyle Okposo actually plays in the NHL, but Jackson Okposo will get called up over, you know, other better defensemen possibly. Dorian Venkatesh, is it Dorian? No, David Venkatesh, not Dorian. David Venkateshan also going to get the call up, while we are going to send a guy like Brandon Gauntz down. And all these guys should clear waivers, but we are going to have to edit the lineups pretty drastically here. So, as you can see, that that bottom line isn't quite working out exactly how we'd expect it to, but it's going to look good here in just a second, as Venkateshan is just a fine fit there. I am actually going to change, I'm going to say Kyle Krnkovic. We're going to change him to a sniper from a playmaker, just based on the fact that his shooting category is good enough. And then if you go playmaker or sniper, playmaker, power forward, you'll still get a +1 chemistry. So that's what we're looking to, you know, potentially get here with this team. And all +1s across the board in the AHL. That looks really nice. That all looks good. And then for defense here, we are going to kind of shift things around to make this work a little better. So let's see if Prokop can switch for a guy like Pouliot to get better chemistry. It does not. Okay. Okay, so this is how we're going to run the lineup in the AHL for the defense. Looks like a 3-on-3 player is missing. Yeah, that was expected. So we'll toss Gauntz in there just because he's high enough rated. And then for goalies here, Lennox and Billis, that's been their usual. But, guys, look at this NHL goaltending. Carter Hart, 88 rated elite goalie in net, backed up by Pascal Brisebois, 83 overall, 22-year-old medium elite starter. That's insane. Jackson Okposo, we're going to swap for Del Mastro to improve chemistry. Bada bing, bada. Okay, I guess not. Wow. Pinch and shoot is literally the worst combination you could put on him there. Ouch. Yikes. Oh, no. You know why? It's because we have Mallet and Mercier switched there. Okay, that looks better. But it's still not great. Okay, I'm okay with it. It was just a terrible draft pick by me. I didn't realize we were a hold line. Yikes. Yeah. Ugh. Anyways, Jackson Okposo going to get some definite NHL time here. And, you know, he's playing with, like, the best defensive group in the league. We are just going to go and switch, what's his name? Just going to go and switch Krnkovic to a sniper. And then I think this team is ready to rock to wrap up the episode. So I think what I'm going to do here, just to make things easier, is we're going to make him a sniper, but we're also going to toss him on the right wing instead. And I really don't like his tape job, so I don't know. He's going to be a sniper, right? So let's give him that tape job, because that's just more of a sniper vibe for me. And yeah, Kyle Krnkovic. There you go. So I am pretty sure this team is ready to roll. Let's just double check to make sure the chemistry is looking all nice and pretty for the most part. I thought we were going to get better defense or better defensive stats, but yeah, you can see it's a +1 now just based on the player types there. And my goodness, this team is going to crush some teams. Like, we really are. You look at that top line. I think that is the nicest and scariest top line I've ever put together in NHL 20. Like, just the +5, the player types all fitting together, the fact that this line is all under 30 and is as highly decorated as it is, it's like, holy crap, man. This team is going to just demolish teams. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. They're going to kill teams. Lots of guys over a point per game here. Quinton Byfield not quite over a point per game in his career. Cole Perfetti just over a point per game. What about Bryson Wheeler? No, he only scored 63 points, but 44 goals in your rookie campaign is about as good as it gets. Jamie Barker, 822 points in just 656 career games. We also have to remember he started playing when he was 21, not 19 or 18, right? So 2, 4, 6, 7. He's only played 7 seasons? No, he's played 8 seasons. But still, you look at his shooting percentage average, like 16% of the time he's scoring on his shots. That's crazy. There's lots of good players in here with statistics like that where you look at it and just go, wow. Like 400 points from O'Brien in, you know, the same amount of time as Barker. Like, yeah, these guys are awesome players. And they're going to continue to be great for us here as we move forward. I really haven't seen the production out of Brandt Clark that I would have liked to, considering he's a 2nd overall pick, but at the same time, I don't have any complaints of, you know, him underperforming or stuff like that. We're going to see what we can do. Brisebois is number 2. Why is he number 2 instead of number 1? He should just be number 1 on our team. But I also want to show you guys Jackson Okposo here nice and quickly before we finish this off. So why you number 2? Should be number 1. Anyways, there's a couple guys I want to edit. Well, maybe not edit, but just show you. So Jackson Okposo being that first kind of guy that we haven't really gotten to see in action yet, so we are going to take a look at him. If the game would ever load. Holy, that was really slow. Anyways, Okposo is actually our lowest rated player, but I don't expect that to be the case by the end of the season, just based on the fact that, oh, why with the gloves? Just based on the fact that he's such a good potential player. So he's number 41. Interesting number, very unique number to say the least. And we are going to toss him, well, he's rocking a CCM helmet, a Bauer stick. He's very mix-mashed with his equipment, so we're going to toss him some Bauer gloves. I'd say probably the Nexus gloves, honestly, because he's a defenseman. And yeah, that's Jackson Okposo right there for you guys. Our newest rookie, newest addition to the team. We'll see how he turns out. So guys, anyways, I think that's going to be wrapping it up for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you go down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, do all that good stuff. And by the looks of it, you know, there's definitely some good Canadian players in here for the draft next year. I am interested to see where is the closest goalie, because every once in a while there is a goalie that just like is crazy good, like way higher ranked than they probably should be. Looks like Isaiah Dabilowicz is the best goalie there, ranked at number 60. Okay. So yeah, I'm just excited to see what this team can do, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun with this lineup. This team is going to just crush some other teams, honestly. And it's going to be a grind, but it's going to be a lot of fun as we try to, you know, break the Rangers record and do things like that as this team progresses, moves forward, and gets better with time. So anyways, that's going to be wrapping it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, made it to the end, make sure you go down below, leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs and we're definitely on our way there. Also make sure to leave comments to get featured like you saw there, and also make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss when I upload. But that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.